The Clarity Act now has its clearest Senate timing signal, a banking committee markup target in the week of May 11. The harder part is not the hearing. It is a 60-vote floor path, reconciliation, and a shrinking legislative calendar. When will clarity is the hook because the confirmed event creates a specific pressure point. The bill would split many token rules between the CFTC and SEC while building registration and developer protection frameworks. The measurable anchor is May 11 week, and the story turns on markup clock rather than broad hype. Instead of treating the headline as a market mood swing, this segment follows the mechanism that makes the change matter and the next signal that can prove whether the story is moving forward. The confirmed baseline is this. The House passed the bill 294 to 134 in July 2025, and the Senate agriculture version cleared by a narrow 12 to 11 vote in January. That detail gives viewers the frame for the rest of the story. It shows what is already known, which actors or assets are involved, and why the event is not just a random market headline. For this story, Clarity Act and market rules sit inside a process where yield fight can change the readout. The baseline also defines the boundary. May 11 week is usable evidence, while anything beyond yield fight still needs follow-through. The important part is to keep the evidence tight before moving into what the change actually does. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The mechanism is where when will clarity becomes useful. Markup is the gate before floor action. Without it, lawmakers cannot move the text into the Senate's limited remaining work window. In plain English, the event matters because it changes the way access, risk, settlement, liquidity, governance, or infrastructure works. In this case, the stress point is 60-vote path, which is why May 11 week is a signal rather than decoration. That is why the segment spends time on 60-vote path before discussing impact. Without that mechanism, the event is easy to misread. The headline may grab attention, but the mechanism explains why traders, builders, users, or institutions have to care about the next step. The impact lands with a specific group, not with crypto as a whole. Exchanges, DeFi developers, stablecoin issuers, and token projects are affected because jurisdictional uncertainty shapes product design and compliance risk. That is the practical consequence. It may affect how users move funds, how institutions manage compliance, how traders price liquidity, how developers build, or how risk desks read the market. The affected side is tied to market rules and Clarity Act, so the scope stays limited to what the supplied facts support. That narrower read is more useful than a sweeping market claim. The open question is just as important as the confirmed fact. The stablecoin yield compromise, DeFi language, ethics rules, and non-custodial protections are still unresolved pressure points. That means the story should not be read as a guaranteed outcome. The proof standard is simple. The next signal is whether the committee actually marks up the bill the week of May 11 and keeps the yield text intact. Until that signal appears, the confirmed development and the unresolved part should stay separate. A stronger claim would need Clarity Act or relevant market participants to show follow-through around yield fight, not only reaction around market rules. That prevents a useful news signal from turning into speculation. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. The next signal for when will clarity is concrete. The next signal is whether the committee actually marks up the bill the week of May 11 and keeps the yield text intact. If that signal appears, the story has new evidence. If it does not, the headline may remain smaller than the early reaction suggests. A clean follow-through would connect May 11 week to visible action, usage, compliance, liquidity, or technical progress. For viewers, the usable close is not a direction call. It is a checklist tied to May 11 week, markup clock, and the specific trigger above. The final readout is practical. Track the next verifiable step, not the loudest claim around the asset, rule, protocol, or market move.